And for today's video, I am going to be showing you my game collection, which this is going to be a long video because I am a massive video game collector. It is really super important to me. I love video games. I collect them. I have so many. So this is going to be a whirlwind of an experience. Like, there's no way I can show you all of my games. There's no way, but I will try. Alright, first, I suppose, we'll go with old consoles to new consoles, I guess, right, Dina? Isn't that a good plan? So first we have my Atari, which is an Atari 2600. This thing is so old. There's not a whole lot of great games for this. They're all pretty much like sports games and Pong and things like that. Go through a few of my games. I think I have more in here. Some of the games I bought for this game, or for this console, are Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man. And then I bought Donkey Kong, but I'm pretty sure this is for the Atari 5200. Is that what it is? I believe so. So I was like, oops, messed that up. Obvious, because it's a different cartridge, but I'm pretty sure I asked someone, and they're like, oh no, yeah, you can use that. Yeah, no, I don't think you can. We have Football, Asteroids, which is fun, Chopper Command, Air Sea Battle, Combat, Pole Position, and Defender, which this one looks cool. I haven't played this one. We have two of the iconic controllers here with just the one button and joystick. And then next, I'll move on to my Nintendo, which was my dad's. He gave it to us. It looks a little something like this. And yeah, it's cool because it was his. I don't know, I just think it's cool having like my actual dad's. So yeah, we have this, which is a cool piece. We have one controller here. I have a few of my own as well that aren't my dad's. Some of the games that we have for this include Silent Service, Back to the Future, and Iron Sword, Wizards and Warriors 2, Desert Commander, a football game, which I hate sports games. I don't know about you guys, but I hate sports games. We have Tetris, the classic Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, and of course you have to have the gun for that. Stealth, The Untouchables, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. And then a few that I have that I bought for myself are Galaga, because that's one of my favorite arcade games of all time, Metroid, Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, and this is pretty beat up, but I still cherish it very much. And then we have the first one of these, which I can't think of what it is, but I believe it's in my sister's room. Or, hold up, it actually might be in here. Yes, the first one, The Legend of Zelda. And this one is in fantastic condition. Not nearly as beat up as this one. Quite the classic. I also have Final Fantasy for the Nintendo. Isn't this cool? Next, I'm going to talk about my Super Nintendo that I bought. And this was super cool because, alright, first of all, this thing is so ugly. It has a crack here. As you can see, the discoloration is atrocious. And I do have one controller for it. Now, this console is awesome though because I bought this, Super Mario World, one other game, I bought Conker's Bad Fur Day, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and one other game, all for $100 from someone because they were trying to get some money for a New Year's Eve party, or a New Year's party. So I got all these for so cheap, and I'm so excited because I've always wanted one of these. I've had it for a few years now. So the games I have for that are Yoshi's Safari, Space Invaders, which is another one of my arcade classics, Star Fox, Mortal Kombat 3, and then as I mentioned, Super Mario World. So freaking cool. Then next, I'm just gonna do Nintendo first, I guess, since that seems to be kind of what I'm doing. Next, I'm gonna go into my N64. So my family had one that we shared. It was like just a really basic gray one, and we had like a gray controller and a lime green see-through one, and that was the family thing, and we had some family games. So then when I moved, I wanted to get my own because my siblings didn't want me to take it. So my roommate at the time got me the blue Pikachu N64, which I am so obsessed with. I love this console, guys. Like, naturally, I have to, get some controllers for it. So I have just a regular gray one that I bought. I have this red one and this black one. My dream is to get the like teal see-through blue. Oh, and I used to have a see-through purple one, but it got really messed up along with my green one. I love the colored controllers, so. But some of my family games are Rugrats and Scavenger Hunt, and this is like one of my favorite games as a child. This one was so much fun. Wave Race 64, Mickey's Speedway USA, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and also, can I just mention, I had so many of these for some reason as a child. I had like 3 of these. I don't even know why. I have Command and Conquer. I loved their games when I was younger. Tom and Jerry and Fists of Fury, A Bug's Life, Super Mario 64, Duke Nukem 64, Destruction Derby 64, Powerpuff Girls Chemical Extraction, NFL Blitz, and GoldenEye 007. Donkey Kong, can't forget. And Ocarina of Time, that was like a family one as well. And then the games I had in my collection, this was kind of all of ours, but I kind of inherited it. I have Banjo-Kazooie, Super Smash Brothers. Oh, that's right, that guy also sold me Super Smash Brothers. And it was crazy because my friend Justin also gave me a copy. May have given him his back, I don't remember. Have my own Donkey Kong 64, which I bought for $5 at Goodwill. Crazy. Ocarina of Time, Rayman 2. I have Conker's Bad Fur Day, Harvest Moon 64, Pokemon Stadium 2, which is a freaking classic, Mario Party, Pokemon Stadium, Mario Party 2, Kirby 64, The Crystal Shards, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, Mario Kart 64. I don't know where my Super Mario 64 is, but I know I bought one for myself. I have Space Invaders, which is in my N64 right now. And I have Star Fox 64. Come on, another classic. Okay, I also, for the N64, have the little microphone for you to play Hey You Pikachu. I don't know where my Hey You Pikachu game is, but that is a classic. Yeah, so I think that's all in my collection. I actually didn't realize how many I had, so that's pretty cool. So next I want to go into GameCube. I have a GameCube that I bought for myself, and John actually has a silver GameCube. Mine's blue, his is silver. And then my family, as I grew up, had a blue GameCube as well. It was childhood favorite. But I have these 2 controllers for mine. I have some games, but before I go into mine, which I don't have that many personally, but my family does because, like I said, we grew up on them. Look how many of these that my family filled. My dad loved seeing us play video games, so he bought us so many. Like, all of these are filled. We have 5 full ones of these. One of them has all of our favorite games. So we have Mario Party 5, Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life, and then there's another Wonderful Life. The Incredibles, because my siblings love that name. Super Smash Brothers Melee. Wario World, Luigi's Mansion, Super Mario Sunshine, Mario Party 6, Mario Party 7, Kirby Air Ride, and a Hello Kitty game. Those were our all-time favorites. I had to buy 2 of these for myself for whenever I grow my collection. And as of right now, I have Twilight Princess, Legend of Zelda. I have Pikmin 2, Animal Crossing. Is this just the first Animal Crossing? Yeah, I have Animal Crossing that John bought for me. And I had like a Avatar Last Airbender game, but I don't see that for some reason. So after GameCube came the Wii. I have a few nunchucks and Wii remotes. I have a Legend of Zelda one, and I have just a plain one with the pink cord. I have a few games for this myself, but I don't see them here. The only one I see here with me is my Final Fantasy Crystal Bearers, which are the Crystal Chronicles game. That's like the only one I'm seeing here. I have another Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Echoes of Time, which looks so cute. I love this game. Again, because my dad supported our obsession, I have this massive CD holder of all of our Wii games. This whole thing is totally filled. So I'm just going to go through a few that are favorites. We have Harvest Moon, Animal Parade, and Elevits. I love that game. Super Smash Brothers Brawl. I used to love all the Naruto games at the time. Mario Kart, obviously. A Pokemon game. Pets Cats 2, obviously. Animal Crossing City Folk. Mario Party 8. Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Kirby's Epic Yarn, Alice in Wonderland, which I used to really like. We had all kinds in here. After the Wii came the Wii U, And I love my Wii U. I have the Wind Waker edition, and it is so beautiful. I'm seriously obsessed with it. And I have a few games for it, like Zombie U, Necessities, Super Mario 3D World. Oh my gosh, I love this game. And it got lost while I was moving, so I might have to repurchase this because I got so far and I love this game. Don't know where it is though. Super Mario Bros. U, Pikmin 3, because Pikmin is just such a great game. I have Wind Waker downloadable. I have Amiibo Festival and Captain Toad. Whenever I played Mario Party, I had to be Toad. He is my favorite character, hands down. Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U. Oh, I also have Mario Party 10, and I have Mario Kart as well, but I don't see it up here. I guess I'll go into Xbox. So I have an Xbox, just regular Xbox, but it's at John's house, and the only game I have for that is Fable. That's one of my favorite games of all time. Aside from that, I guess I'll go into my Xbox 360. That's one of my treasured consoles, which I'm sure you all also treasured. I have Alice Madness Returns, which also came with a downloadable for the Alice game. That was one of my favorite games of all time, the first Alice game. Love that game. Fable 2, absolute classic. Assassin's Creed. Oh, and I guess I should say Fable is one of my favorite game series of all time. Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare, Grand Theft Auto 5. Well, bam! And I don't think this is all of them. I think I'm missing some. I don't know where they are. I have Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed 2, Fear 2, Soul Calibur 4, Nier, Virtua Fighter 5 Online, Eternal Sonata, Mini Ninjas, Condemned 2, Bloodshot. I have my Fable 3, Modern Warfare 2, Silent Hill Downpour, Left 4 Dead, Fallout New Vegas, Dante's Inferno, Fallout 3, game add-ons, Resonance of Fate, Soul Calibur 5, Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and a Forza Motorsport game and another one that I didn't care about. And then Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. So, I'm pretty sure I have more somewhere, but I don't know where. And then lastly for the Xbox, I do have an Xbox One as well. And I don't have very many games for this one yet. I have Dead Rising 3, and I honestly think that's all I have. Oh, correction! I do have one other Xbox One game. It is Dying Light. I typically just borrow my brother's games for the Xbox One. Like, I don't usually play this. I usually play my PlayStation 4. So next, we will go into PlayStation. Well, John and I bought this at like almost like a flea market sort of thing for $3. $3! And it was one of those things where it's like, well, I guess we'll try it. It might work. It might not. We have no idea. It's $3. Who cares? And it works. It's so cool. So I had to get this. So some of the games that I have for this include, but are not limited to, The Emperor's New Groove. I played this on the PC, so I had to get this when I saw it was made for this too. I have Creatures, which is another one of my favorite PC games when I was growing up. Final Fantasy Origins, Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy II. Final Fantasy VIII. Chocobo Dungeons 2. A Final Fantasy 9. I think that's it for my PlayStation 1 games. I don't see any others here. I'm going to talk about my PlayStation 2. For some reason, I had one of these sort of cases, but it was cut in half. I can't find any of the games for that. Like, at all. I can't find any of them. I have no idea where it is. I had all the Final Fantasy games. The only one that I could find the case of was Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII. I have Okage Shadow King, Odin Sphere, which I always thought looked really awesome. Air Tonalico Melody of Elimia, Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories, First Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts 2. I will showcase my two cool controllers. I have a small PlayStation 2 Slim in silver, and my family, we shared one of those too. We'll talk about PlayStation 3. Yet another Alice Madness Returns. The God of War Saga. I have Final Fantasy 13, the first one. Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13. Kingdom Hearts 2.5 Remix, and Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Remix. Just had another giant one of these. This has PlayStation 2 games and PlayStation 3 games in it. So many, but I'll just go over a few of my favorites. I liked Folklore a lot when I was younger. I really liked Fear 2 and Modern Warfare 2. World at War was a good one. And I also played Black Ops 2 a lot on this. This is what John and I bonded over. Dragon Ball Z, Bioshock 2 in here, Fairy Tale Fights, which was a great game. I have somewhere in here Silent Hill Homecoming, but I don't see it. Mirror's Edge was a good game, and Dead Island. So yeah, that's some of the PlayStation 3 games in here that my family and I shared. And then we get to PlayStation 4, which I also have. One of my favorite games of all time, I love Fallout 3 and New Vegas, and naturally we have Fallout 4, which I still play all the time. I know it died off for a lot of people, but I still play it. I have Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, The Elder Scrolls Online, Life is Strange, Bloodborne, I have The Evil Within, Call of Duty Ghosts, Killzone Shadowfall, The Witcher Wild Hunt, my Black Ops 3 game, Final Fantasy A Realm Reborn, Final Fantasy X and 10-2 Remastered. This is like the second time they remastered it. I play a few other games like Paragon and such on there, but I don't have those physically. I think the only one I have down there that I haven't gone over is my Dreamcast. For my Dreamcast, I only have a few games. I have Frogger 2. This is one of my favorite games to play on the PC when I was a kid, so I had to rebuy this. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, and Sonic Adventure, and I do have a Mortal Kombat game. I don't see the case though for that. And getting into the handhelds. I started out with my Game Boy Color, and I used to have the see-through like purple case. Now I have this one that I got that case for Christmas. And then I had some games in here. Some of my favorites were my Powerpuff Girls, Bad Mojo Jojo, Barbie Pet Rescue, which I played on the PC more often, Donkey Kong Country, Diva Stars. Oh my god, do any of you remember Diva Stars? And Daffy Duck Foul Play. Those are only a few. I have this little cat pouch that has all my favorite Game Boy games, like Game Boy Color games. Pokemon Yellow. I have a game called Little Monster, which was one of my favorites. Conker's Pocket Tales, Pokemon Gold version. I have Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Crystal, Hamtaro, Ham-Hams Unite. I loved Hamtaro. Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Red. And I had a Game Boy SP, and this was my little backpack with some of my games in it. Hamtaro, Ham-Ham Heartbreak, Pokemon Sapphire version, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories yet again, and the Pokemon Fire Red version. Here it is, my little silver one. I remember getting this new for my birthday when I turned 9. I was so excited. So next, I guess, I will go into my PSP. This was my case for my PSP. My PSP's not in here. That's interesting. I had so many games for it. This has my favorite ones in it. I have another pouch that has some. Some of my favorites include Harvest Moon Boy and Girl, Death Jr., Silent Hill, Shattered Memories, again, I had that in every platform. Sims Pets 2, Final Fantasy Tactics. Also have a PlayStation Vita that I keep in this cute pouch. I don't have any games for this. Oh, here's the PSP. Right here. As you can see, I went through a weeaboo phase with my Naruto sticker on it. And then my PlayStation Vita, I do have the white one. I thought it was beautiful. I don't even remember which ones I have. They're not in here. They're somewhere else. But I only had like 2 games for this, so whatever. My sister wants me to play Persona and Danganronpa, so I'll play that eventually, just not yet. And I guess I'll go into my 3DS because, as you all know, I love my 3DS. So this is my 3DS New XL, which is the Majora's Mask one. I also started out though with this one. I have Pokemon Diamond version, Pokemon Black. I have like almost every Pokemon, like Soul Silver, all of those. Like I have so many. I also have in here Ocarina of Time, I have Majora's Mask, Alpha Sapphire, Pokemon X, Happy Home Designer by Animal Crossing, The Legend of Legacy, which is super cute, Moco Moco Friends, Final Fantasy Explorers, Hometown Story, which I didn't like at all, regular show Mordecai and Rigby in 8-Bit Land, more Somewhere Else, but those are the ones I have out. I have a bunch of like old DS games and then the 3DS games. They're in pouches tucked away somewhere. And of course I have my PC, which I just have a lot of indie games on. I don't think there's really anything to show there. I think that about covers it. This is gonna be the longest video. I try to make it as condensed as possible. Oh, and of course I have Yokai Watch 1 and 2. I mean, duh. So I hope you guys enjoyed this really long video about my video games. I've had so many people ask about it, and so I'm glad I got to share it with you. Sorry it took so long. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Tell me what your favorite console is, or your favorite platform, and maybe even your favorite game. Do you have any of these? Let me know in the comments below. And I will see you for another day of Vlogtober tomorrow. Bye!